Hi everyone, welcome to Quick Chat with Jay. I'm your host Jay. I hope you're doing well today. So recently I noticed that the last video I made about Catfish, y'all really loved that video. So I decided, okay, let me revisit Catfish. As I was thinking about what I can revisit, the idea popped in my mind, why don't I just go back to one of the most iconic episodes of this show? And honestly, I think I picked the perfect episode to recap. If you saw the thumbnail, you know exactly which episode I'm talking about. If you don't know, you're about to find out. This is a crazy ride, by the way. So in this episode, we have the OG duo Nev and Max, and they get an email from Artis, and he's explaining his situation.
Hi, my name is Artis, and I live in Woodstock, a small town in Illinois. About 4 or 5 months ago, I started talking to a nice young lady by the name of Jess. Jess is 23 years old, and she's from Marengo, Illinois.
Marengo.
Which is only 30 minutes from me.
While they're reading this email, they get the first bombshell from Artis.
I haven't been able to meet Jess because we are both in a relationship.
Wait, they're both in a relationship?
They're currently in relationships. Both of us are currently living with our significant others.
They're living with...
And are unhappy in our relationships.
And of course, this kind of puts Nev and Max off because, I mean, why would you help a cheater cheat more? But Nev and Max do decide to go ahead and contact Artis, and they do a Skype call with him. But there's one caveat to Nev and Max saying that they'll help Artis. They say that first he needs to talk with his girlfriend, probably just break up with her, and then they'll go forward with actually helping Artis find out who this person is that he's talking with. Okay, so I need to do a little bit of explaining here just before we really get into the rest of the episode. So before they actually meet Artis, Nev explains how he injured his foot. He was exercising, and he said that he thinks he just came too hard down and somehow ended up leaving a big lump on the side of his left foot. So that explains why we'll see him in crutches for the rest of this episode. Now, I do understand it would have been just easier to show the clip instead of explaining it myself, but they show Nev's feet in that, and my channel is not for you to get your fix. I'm just want to let you know. But anyway, Nev and Max, they do go meet up with Artis, and Artis does explain to them that he did break up with his girlfriend, and he lets him know how that has been.
More like a financial relationship, because, you know, we got kids together, we stay together. We don't even sleep in the same room. You know, we ain't been intimate in like a year.
Wow.
That's why, you know, Jess is like, man, like my stormy days, you know, like that ray of sunlight that just beam in and just, man, just uplift me.
During this conversation, Artis also talks about the relationship that him and Jess have with each other.
Well, I just had seen one picture of her on her Facebook.
Just one picture?
Just one.
How is there only one photograph of her on her Facebook page?
That's what I asked her too. And then she said the reason why she don't got a lot of pictures on her Facebook is because her boyfriend. She got a real strict boyfriend, you know.
Hey, Miss Sexy. Wishing that you was right here rubbing you down, kissing your body down slow. Have you guys talked about your future together? Or?
We talked about her wanting to get away from where she at, and me wanting to get away from where I'm at. Man, I'm willing to take the next step.
Well, so look,
Nev and Max say that they'll start the investigation and get back to Artis about what they find. First place they think of looking is the Facebook account, since that's where Artis and Jess mostly talk.
Jess,
first of all, here she is.
All right, she works at Hooters. I mean, that is just such an obvious fake job choice.
She also went to the old school of Hard Knocks.
Oh, I've heard that. It's a very prestigious
not Ivy League,
school.
but...
All right, go up. So this girl who's so worried about her possessive, jealous boyfriend is now saying in her about thing, I'm single now.
This feels really suspicious.
And while they're looking through her account, they see that she went to a high school called Marengo High, and they also notice that there's someone who commented on her page. And when we look at this guy's account, it says that he also went to that high school.
May 10th, bored and single. Somebody want to hang or bang?
Oh, and look what he said. I don't believe that you're real, says Kevin. Kevin did go to Marengo High School.
This guy could potentially have more information for Nev and Max to get to know Jess a little bit better, so they do decide to reach out to Kevin.
Whoa, that was fast.
Really fast.
Okay, so this is Kevin. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, is this Kevin?
Yes, this is. Is this me?
It is. We found your name on the profile for a girl named Jess Venny. What can you tell me about her?
I grew up in a small Marengo, and literally everybody knows everybody in that town.
Right.
So all of a sudden, this profile comes up, and it's this girl throwing herself at my friend. I've never seen a girl in my life. I know everybody in town. Absolutely no doubt in my mind that this person is fake.
All right, man. Well, look, that's all we really needed to hear.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So after they're done speaking with Kevin, they decide to go ahead and reverse search Jess's images. And as soon as they start putting those images into Google, they immediately get a hit.
You know what we gotta do.
All right, let's grab this picture.
Grab that picture.
Here's the picture. We go to image search. And, oh, here.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
I mean, they're all just garbage porn
They're all
sites.
porn sites.
Here's our picture, the one that he's seen, but
Right.
obviously only like the top half of it.
After they do their investigation, not really even finding that much, they go ahead and tell Artis that they're ready to meet back up so they can go over what they did find. And this is the time where they tell Artis that Jess basically just isn't a real person.
We went to her Facebook profile page. Most of her friends grew up and live in the Marengo area, or specifically went to Marengo High School. So we just reached out to this guy, Kevin, and I asked him, I was like, hey, what do you know about Jess Venny? Immediately he was like, oh boy, that girl. She started friending a bunch of people from our town.
So that he's never seen that girl before or heard the name
Right.
Jess Benny.
So basically, the girl in this picture is not the girl you're talking to.
Damn.
Nev Max, they decide to go ahead and try to contact Jess. So they decide to actually just call her and see if she will pick up the phone. She doesn't. But after that fails, they say, okay, we'll just message her on Facebook. And surprisingly, Jess answers.
Oh, wait a second. She wrote back. I'm just curious if this is really you or just some joke. It's obviously me because I know about Artis.
Well, Artis could have made a fake profile and sent that to her.
The crazy thing about this catfish is that she decides that she wants to act skeptical about Nev Max being catfish and asks if they are real, which I'm just really sitting here like, you're not in a position to be acting skeptical. I really don't get it, but okay. And that's when Nev decides, okay, well, let's just take a picture of ourselves with her name on it, say that we are catfish, and send it to her.
We got a shot. Hope this helps. Would love to talk.
All right, I sent my serious face to kind of
That's
let her
okay. Yeah,
know
no,
that
that's good.
We mean business.
Oh, heads up. She said, oh boy, you might be them. I'm just wondering how well you know Artis.
These catfishes be having so much audacity, but Max says exactly what we were all thinking in that moment.
This is BS that we've got to prove to her that we know Artis and we've got to prove who we are. I mean, she's not who she is.
Jess still does not want to get on the phone. She gives the same reason that she's given to Artis as to why she doesn't want to get on the phone. But eventually they do end up convincing her to meet up, and she says, okay, I'll send you guys a location soon.
I want this more than anything, but I need time to think, and please don't take it as a no. I will let you know tomorrow.
All right, now this is a point in the video. They're about to meet Jess. Stay with me, we're almost there. So they go to pick up Artis and they make their way over to the park that Jess said to meet up at. All right, guys, I gotta be honest. I've seen this episode before and I'm feeling anxious for Artis because there's nothing. And when I say nothing, and I wish I could prepare y'all, but even after seeing this, you cannot be prepared for what you're about to see because everything goes south once we reach this point of them actually meeting up with Jess.
What was the last thing you said to Jess?
You know, I just can't wait to see you and stuff.
Did she respond?
She said, yeah, sure.
Jess shows up and just watch.
Wait a second.
Kind of.
I don't know what this is.
I know this ain't the.
Excuse
I'll tell
me.
you one thing right now,
Excuse
buddy.
me.
One thing you're gonna like. You're gonna learn to love it too.
What the hell are you talking about,
What's
dude?
going on?
I'm gonna be the one wearing the pants in this one. Understand?
Everybody, probably even the crew, were confused and just trying to figure out what the hell is going on because this guy comes up here with a bunch of attitude and I think he even flirts with Nev.
You brought a lot of attitude.
By the way, a lot of attitude last night. Thanks a lot. Really felt it too. You and I got to know you better. I loved it. But I'll tell you what, you and I, we could do that later. come here. We're gonna talk.
Yeah, he comes in here with a bunch of attitude. He's angry. He's saying a bunch of weird shit. But he does eventually admit that he is the one behind the Jess profile.
Are you Jess?
Yeah, I'm Jess.
You're Jess.
Yeah.
Man, what, man?
And as he's doing that, he kind of goes on like a small rant.
Not everything is as it seems. Not everything you see or want it to be can be exactly what you want it to be. And I am living proof of that. And I felt that. And I felt the necessity to put myself out there.
Even if you have not seen this episode before, here comes the most famous quote from this episode.
What's your name, by the way? You skipped that.
My name's Justin.
I'm gonna take a stab at this.
Sure.
You're gay.
Obviously, I'm not gay.
Well, it's not so obvious. I mean, you are pretending to be a girl online and having a romantic relationship with a guy, so.
I give it to you. You got me there.
Right.
So, maybe.
I feel like this is one of the best moments in Catfish history. It's one of the top moments in any episode that I've ever had. Probably close to like the "You Should Never Call Me a Fat Ass Kelly Price." But you know what? I think it's one of the best moments in TV history. So now Justin explains why he did what he did. And it sounds like he believes he's the hero in the situation.
What it was to begin with was just it was a joke, this fake profile, just playing around with people, whatnot. I didn't think anything too much of it until, honestly, I started seeing guys like him who are already in a relationship. So I was like, you know what? I kind of have this power to use it for something, use it for good. What I had with him was a little bit personal, and obviously you guys got a taste of that.
Nev goes to go speak with Artis to see how he's doing with all the situation because Artis walked off.
I want to hit his ass, man, because I didn't really know what.
Yeah, he caught us all off guard. I'm just glad we're here. If this guy had agreed to meet up with you under other circumstances, who knows what would have happened.
Like at his house or something.
I don't know if there's anything you want to say to this guy.
Man, I ain't got nothing to say to that dude, man.
So let me just go help Max out, and I'll come back in a minute, all right?
I think what is happening to Artis is horrible. It is really out of left field because I know he was not expecting some dude to walk up there. But, and you're probably gonna hate me for this, I feel like it's kind of like karma coming back on him. Let me explain why I think it's karma. Because I can understand, he said that the relationship that him and his girlfriend have, what seems like they were out of love. They just weren't in it together anymore, which is sad to hear. Relationships can become difficult, and it can become a situation in a relationship in where two people just aren't melding with each other anymore. But I feel like it would have been better if he spoke with his girlfriend and was honest with her. Trust me, I definitely understand like being unhappy in your relationship and not really wanting to say anything because you're trying to save someone else's feelings. But I think it would have been better for that relationship, especially because he said that the both of them were feeling that way. So that would have been a nice way for both of them to just air out how they were feeling within their relationship. And even though he was unhappy, that doesn't mean you step out. I do feel bad for Artis, but in a way, I feel like that's karma coming back to bite him. But in me saying that, that does not mean I agree with what Justin did. What he did is totally messed up, and that should never happen to anybody. It really shouldn't. Anyway, Justin, he just acts like he's so above the situation now, and it truly doesn't make any sense to me because you're the one who kind of caused the situation. It takes two. That's all I'm saying. So it's not like Artis was just talking to himself.
Girl, you have whatever. You just kind of pawned it off. That's why I was like, all right, well, I'm going to keep with you then if you're going to just pawn it off. I'm going to keep doing this to you and doing this to you until finally this happens, I guess. Okay, wait. Honestly, what do you guys want to do now? Because I don't even want to talk about this anymore. I really don't.
Now, for some reason, Nev and Max still want to talk to Justin. I don't know why, but Justin does agree to meet up with them again, and he tells them come over to his house. Yo, this man is just really off.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good, man.
You just met your dog. Is that your dog?
No.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. Come in.
Okay, well, whose dog is it?
Does it matter? Come in.
Okay. All right, let's do this.
Like, I don't know how they met this man yesterday and didn't immediately get serial killer vibes from him, because that's what I'm getting when I'm watching this interaction. Honestly, I wish that Nev Max did not give him any more screen time. I understand they kind of want to get his half of the story, but it seems as if Justin is the kind of person who likes to get attention in the worst way. And it seems like he is a person who has mental issues that need to be worked on expeditiously. But during this conversation, Justin does explain a little bit of his past that does kind of give us some more understanding to why he is the person that he is.
I am just interested in hearing more about how you ended up here, your circumstances.
I am who I am now because I was homeless. I had nowhere else to go. My father died abruptly, and I discovered that because I found his body. So when he passed away, I had nowhere to go.
Now, I still stand by what I said about him getting help, because I can only imagine that is devastating to find your parents' body like that. And not only just that, also factoring in that he was homeless, and who knows what happened to him when he was going through that tough time. So a tough time plus a tough time is just making a really bad situation. And I just couldn't imagine like having that image in my mind of seeing my parent like that. I'm not a professional, but it seems like that image of seeing his father like that, coupled with the fact that he was homeless, it manifested into something inside of him that is just not really pretty. And it shows itself how we have seen him throughout this episode. I will say this, it has been years since the episode aired, so I do hope that Justin did get the help that he needed, if he wanted the help. But I really hope that he's in a better headspace now. A month goes by and they decide to go ahead and check up on Artis and Justin just to see how they're doing. They first check up on Justin. Justin says that he believes that nothing has changed for him and he doesn't really care about the situation, but he did delete Jess's profile. And the reason for him deleting the profile is because he said it served its purpose.
Are you still using the fake profile of Jess Venny?
It served its purpose. Why would I keep it up? Why not just retire on top?
Do you feel bad about Artis?
I don't really think about him that much. He's a fart in the wind, as far as I'm concerned. I just think about me.
For Artis, he has not really spoken with Justin since the situation happened, which is for the best, because I don't think that would have even led to anything productive. But it does seem like he's in a better space now and he's a little bit happier. He says that the relationship he has with his girlfriend improved, so that's pretty good.
What's been going on since we left?
Well, like, as far as, like, me and the mother of my kids, and she trying to regain the trust in me.
Would you say that you guys are back together?
Yeah, it's getting there, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta say, I've not seen this episode in a long time, so it was definitely interesting revisiting this episode and just watching all that drama unfold again. I will be making more episodes and more videos about Catfish. I did get a recommendation from someone telling me to check out the episode about Mother with and David. I have seen that episode. Literally, I've probably seen every Catfish episode, but I've seen that one. Definitely an interesting episode. I might go ahead and make an episode on that one as well. And it's just any other episodes that I remember and that I feel like recapping, I'll do that as well. Also, I did get a recommendation from someone else mentioning how I should probably look up the messiness of 90 Day Fiancé and Kitchen Nightmares, because it did just come back. I actually have started watching Kitchen Nightmares and I can definitely see myself making some videos on that show. I think I might also make a video about Hotel Hell, because some of that stuff is really, really messy and it has some good drama that I think I can talk about from that. I know there's one that I have particularly in mind, so I might come out with a video about that very soon. Just keep the post notifications on. You'll see when I put up a video about that. Yeah, that is today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it this far, thank you for watching the video. If you didn't make it this far, I really appreciate you doing that. Thank you so much for subscribing to me. Thank you so much for liking the video. I'm really grateful for you all, so just thank you so much. If you want to see more content like this from me, please make sure to subscribe, make sure to like the video, and turn on post notifications so that you'll always just be updated on new videos that I'm putting out. I'm hoping to start putting out more videos now, so if time allows me to, I will be able to do it. So just stick around. I promise I'll have some good things coming out. I hope you have a good day or night at whatever time you're watching. Take care of yourself, drink water, do something that you enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Also during this conversation, Artis talks about the... Also during this conversation, Artis talks more about the relationship that him and Jess... Okay, now I gotta redo it because I laughed.